Hey there friends, and welcome to Star Wars Deconstructed, students of the Force and acolytes of the galaxy. Whether you're a Jedi, Sith, or somewhere in between, today we will give you some of the latest updates in the Star Wars universe regarding your favorite characters, movies, and canon. Ready to dive in? Let's go! To start with, Rosario Dawson has been wowing fans with her transformation into Ahsoka Tano for the upcoming live-action series. In a recent tweet, Star Wars shared a time-lapse video of Dawson's transformation, which shows the extensive prosthetics and makeup that are used to create the character. The short clip, which is one of the promotional materials for the forthcoming Ahsoka Tano movie, started with Rosario being excited at the prospect of joining the Star Wars universe as an actress. Then, we see the announcement that Rosario will play the role, and further scenes show her working with other cast members, backroom staff, and directors in her role as Ahsoka Tano. Dave Filoni, the writer and director of Ahsoka, recently revealed his choice of the greatest Jedi of all time. And surprisingly, it's not Rosario Dawson's leading hero. Over the years, we've witnessed many incredible Jedi characters. Luke Skywalker, portrayed by Mark Hamill, was one of the first characters we met. Then there's his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the wise Master Yoda. And let's not forget the countless other members of the Order who have graced our screens and pages. But according to Filoni, there can be only one who stands above the rest. In a promotional featurette for the upcoming Ahsoka series on Disney+, Filoni confirms that he believes Ahsoka was trained by the greatest Jedi of all time, Anakin Skywalker. But why does Filoni consider Anakin the best? Well, Jon Favreau chimed in earlier expressing his opinion on Anakin's strength compared to someone like Luke Skywalker. When asked about a hypothetical fight between Prime Luke and Prime Anakin, Favreau explained that it has to be Anakin. He also mentioned that the franchise has never really shown us what Prime Luke would look like. So according to Filoni and Favreau, Anakin Skywalker, the legendary figure from Revenge of the Sith, holds the title of the greatest Jedi of all time. It's an intriguing perspective that adds to the ongoing debates and discussions surrounding the iconic characters in the Star Wars universe. And we've got more exciting news for you. The folks over at Star Wars have just given us a sneak peek of an upcoming Qui-Gon Force ghost figure inspired by his appearance in the Disney Plus series Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you're hoping to see Liam Neeson reprise his role as the Jedi Master in the finale of the 2002 series, your wish came true. Neeson returned as Qui-Gon Jinn, but this time as a spirit and student of the Living Force. Thanks to Action Figure Insider, we now have a first look at the Star Wars The Black Series action figure featuring Qui-Gon Jinn's Force spirit from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just like other Force ghosts we've seen in the past, like Obi-Wan, played by Alec Guinness, Anakin Skywalker, played by Hayden Christensen, and Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill, Liam Neeson's portrayal is outlined in a violet-colored light with a slightly translucent appearance. To capture his character's spirit state, the Black Series figure sports a satiny appearance and a purple hue. Plus, it comes with a removable purple-colored mesh Jedi robe. If you're familiar with Hasbro's previous Force Ghost figures, like the Force Ghost 3-pack of Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda from Return of the Jedi, you'll find that this new Qui-Gon Jinn figure follows a similar design. Now, it's important to note that this figure is essentially a re-release of a Qui-Gon Jinn figure that first hit the shelves in 2017 and again in 2021, but without the Force Ghost overlay. The significance of Liam Neeson's cameo as Qui-Gon Jinn in Obi-Wan Kenobi goes beyond just the on-screen appearance. It also served as a reunion between Neeson and Ewan McGregor, who plays Obi-Wan. This adds even more meaning to the cameo and makes it a perfect fit for Star Wars to release a Force Ghost figure of Qui-Gon Jinn for the fans. Did you hear the latest news about the upcoming Ahsoka series on Disney+? We finally got some confirmation about where it falls on the Star Wars timeline. Rosario Dawson, who plays the live-action version of Ahsoka Tano, will be back in her own show premiering on August 23rd. But here's the really exciting part. The series will bring back some beloved characters from Star Wars Rebels. Alongside Ahsoka and Sabine, we'll see the likes of Chopper, Hera Syndulla, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Ezra Bridger, in some capacity, making their live-action debuts. It's a dream come true for fans of the animated series. Now, there has to be some speculation about when exactly Ahsoka takes place, but we have some insights from an interview with Star Wars actress Natasha Leo Bordizzo. According to her, Ahsoka runs parallel to The Mandalorian Season 3 on Disney+. In her words, the shows are all connected, and she mentions the numerous parallels between them. To clear up any confusion, The Mandalorian Season 3 is set roughly in 11 ABY, as per the recent Star Wars Timeline book. So it's safe to assume that the events of Ahsoka will unfold during the same time period. This is great news for fans who were wondering about the timeline and whether there would be a time jump midway through the season. Of course, fans have been engaging in lively discussions online about where exactly Ahsoka fits in. Some Star Wars fans believe that parts of Ahsoka take place before The Mandalorian, giving certain hints in the presence of surviving Inquisitors. On the other hand, Tara simply asked, Where is Ahsoka set in the timeline? Jonathan, who referred to the timeline book, offered some conflicting information, suggesting that Ahsoka takes place a few months after the first season of The Mandalorian. He calculated the years between Order 66 and A New Hope, plus the duration of the original trilogy and the time it takes to catch up on the Mandalorian era. It's a bit of a puzzle, but it's fascinating to see fans diving into the timeline and piecing together the clues. With all the speculation and anticipation building up, the premiere of Ahsoka is shaping up to be an exciting event for Star Wars enthusiasts everywhere. Have you been enjoying the epic adventure of Jedi Survivor and Respawn Entertainment's Jedi Fallen Order? Well, get ready to dive into one aspect of the game that often goes unnoticed but plays a crucial role in creating the authentic Star Wars atmosphere. We're talking about the amazing Cantina music in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, specifically the captivating tunes in Kobo's Pyloon's Saloon. This hub area not only lets players interact with fascinating characters and discover new gear, but also immerses them in a true Star Wars experience. Just like the famous Bith band Figurant Dawn and the modal nodes added depth to the Mos Eisley Cantina in A New Hope, the music in Grease's establishment contributes significantly to the overall ambience. But have you ever wondered how Respawn managed to create a complete album of in-universe Cantina music for Jedi Survivor? Well, we were curious too, so we decided to dig deeper. In a recent interview with The Loadout, Nick Laviers, the music director for Jedi Survivor, spilled the beans on the creative process behind the game's captivating tunes. It turns out that Respawn and the collaborating band started their musical journey with Zoom calls before transitioning to email communications. Surprisingly, this unconventional approach didn't hinder their collaboration and, if anything, opened up opportunities to work with musicians from all around the globe. Lavier shared that working with various bands was a unique and fun experience. Each artist brought their own distinct style and approach to the project. Respawn's intention was to curate a wide selection of artists and musicians, ensuring a diverse range of sounds and characteristics. However, Laviers emphasized that the band's individuality was of the utmost importance throughout the process. While a Star Wars style guide was provided as a reference, Laviers and his team wanted the bands to retain their artistic integrity. He credits composer Stephen Barton and Gordy Habb for their collaboration and praises their work on the project. Laviers acknowledged that he tends to be a bit of a control freak, but appreciated Barton's emphasis on allowing the bands to be themselves, calling it a really good call. Although Laviers didn't explicitly state that this approach made the process easier, his enthusiasm and discussion about the kickoff Zoom call and subsequent email exchanges indicated a smooth and enjoyable collaboration. Each band brought its own unique contributions, with some starting from scratch and others already having plenty of material to work with. Respawn, Laviers, Barton, and Habb empowered the bands to exercise creative control, even in selecting their artist names and album covers. While some fine-tuning was done to align certain aspects of the music with the Star Wars vibe, the overall result is a diverse and captivating album that truly captures the essence of the Star Wars universe. Laviers did mention that he would have loved to work with the bands in person, but considering the circumstances of a global pandemic and the scattered locations of the artists, the Zoom and email approach was the right choice. And the quality of the music certainly hasn't suffered. In fact, fans and critics alike are praising the album as a stellar collection of in-universe Star Wars music. And there you have it, the latest gists and updates from the Star Wars universe. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and watch the next one. Stay safe, and may the Force be with you.